Hi everyone, in this video I'm wanting to talk about how, from the research I've been reading up on and trying to figure out, is how something which has totally blown my mind, I now totally understand. It's this idea of fasting actually being good for you. There's a couple of different types of fasting you can do. You can do alternate day fasting, ADF, which is you do 24 hours of not eating, then a day normal eating. And then you do another day, 24 hours not eating, and another day eating. Or there's intermittent fasting, where you maybe carry on the fast that you have over night time, so that could be a good 8-9 hours, but then you just kind of miss your breakfast, miss your lunch, go to the gym, have your meal after that. So you usually go for like a 16-18 hour kind of period of not eating and then having your big meal at the end. Before, in the past, whenever I heard anybody say skip breakfast, I'd be like, what? Are you insane? No, never skip breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And it's right, it is. But it doesn't need to be the first meal of the day, or it doesn't need to be the meal that you have in the morning. The breakfast, the breaking of your fast. It's the meal that you have whenever you've decided, right, I'm going to eat. Make sure it's a good meal. So don't eat chocolate and crisps and crap. Have a good high protein energy meal. So anyway, what I'm saying is I've been checking up on all the research. There's two huge bloggers at the moment, or two huge proponents of this, which is Brad Pilon and Martin Burkhan. They have books out called Eat, Stop, Eat, and the other one is Leangains, or leangains.com. And anyway, they're all just saying, look, actually, yeah, human bodies, we can easily do without eating for a period of time. Now, for me, I've never fasted before in my life. I'm not religious in any way. I don't do, like some people do Ramadan, or I think Christians do Lent, where they just don't eat, or nowadays Lent is just, oh, I won't eat chocolate for a week or something. Rubbish. And so I've never done it before, and I did it last week, and I was like, wow, this is cool. I can actually carry on my life without eating. I just said, right, I'm not going to do it. And I thought, will I ever be able to get to sleep? Managed to sleep, no problem, because when I went to bed, although inside me was empty, I was thinking, oh my god, am I going to get sleep? I had a little bit of nervousness about that, but then I was so knackered, I fell asleep and had a great night's sleep. I also had really horny dreams as well, which seemingly has to do with some of the hormones that are released that aren't kind of all about your food, eating your food, digesting your food. It's all of a sudden like hormones like, whoa, yeah, let's get horny again. So that was interesting. So here's how I think you should think about it. So don't think of fasting, first of all, realize the difference between fasting and starving yourself. Starving is a completely different thing from just not eating for a little bit longer than you normally don't eat for. Starving is something where it's like 5 days and longer. And you know, if you're not eating for that long, your body will have used up all the nutrients that you have in it, and it's just kind of going, we really need something here. Fasting, on the other hand, you do it every night. Every night, if you eat, let's say you have an early dinner and you finish it by 7 o'clock. By the time that's out of your tummy, let's say that takes 2 hours to get out of your stomach, 7, 8, 9, then you go to bed at 10, fall asleep at 11. You wake up the next day, let's say it's a Sunday, you're having a lie-in. You stay asleep all the way until 11 o'clock. Cool. You've just had 11 hours of not eating. Let's say you go, oh, I can't be bothered making any breakfast, I'm going to lie in bed for a little longer. You don't get to bed until 1. That's 14 hours of eating, of not eating, of fasting. That's a fast, effectively. And there's no problem about that. You can wake up in the morning, you can still live. You're not dead. So the ways to think about this are that when you are fasting, your body, for the first time in a long time, is having to go for more than 6 waking hours of not eating, and your body's kind of going, oh yeah, I'm having to do all my daily work, oh, I don't have stuff in my stomach to eat or to get my energy from, I'll have to get it from somewhere else. And inside your body, the main balancing level that you want is blood sugar level. If your blood sugar level drops too low, what happens is you start feeling dizzy, you start feeling ill, you go unconscious, you go into a coma. Your body doesn't want you to go in a coma. Your body wants you to kind of like, oh, we're not getting sugar from your food that you've eaten, let's start taking sugar from other parts of your body. Now, a lot of people might be going, no, that means they'll take the sugar from my muscles. and it will if you're doing it for like 5 days to a month and you're just lying in bed not using your muscles. Because your brain is pretty much programmed to keep the bits which you're using. So fat is a great store. It's like, woohoo, we've got loads of fat around us, let's get the sugar from that, let's start breaking down the fat. There, easy peasy. If you do weights all the time, then your body's kind of go, no, I need these boys, keep them, let's eat the fat first. So let's put it another way. The other idea is the ancestral idea, that whenever we were cavemen, we would run and hunt and kill saber-toothed tigers, yeah, whatever. And potentially we could be out walking and hunting for them for days before we find them, and then we'd still need to be able to have the energy to go and attack them and chase them and all that kind of stuff. And your body can deal with that. So in other words, whenever you are fasting for more than 16 hours, your body is like, okay, we're not getting food from the straight away food that you've got in your tummy. Let's start getting the sugar from the rest of the place, a lot of it being in your liver. So it starts getting glucose from your liver, and then it starts getting from your fat and getting from lots of other places. But you have a certain amount of a storage of glucose, or glycogen, I think is how it calls it. And that is your energy source, which goes throughout your whole body, and it also makes your brain working. So if you are a hunter and you're like going, oh, I'm walking for a day, your food glucose or glycogen will have dropped, your body will start using it from other places, so you still have the energy to do stuff. And you'll still have ATP in your muscles for you to do extreme exercise. So it's like, oh, catch the tiger, catch the saber tooth. You will still have the strength to do that. So for example, whenever I did my last couple of days, I did 24-hour fasting beforehand, went to the gym, I've seen absolutely no reduction in my maximum weight strength. I can still lift 100 kilograms or twice of my head. I can still bench press 115 kilograms. I thought I would be destroyed from it. Seemingly not. However, I have noticed that if I try to do high intensity reps, I'm failing pretty quickly. I'm kind of going, oh, I'm using all the kind of glycogen in me really quickly, oh, and I'm failing, oh, and then I get really dizzy. But if I'm just doing like max strength stuff, 3-5 reps kind of stuff, no problem whatsoever. So here's how to think about it. Think about it as your body, don't think of your body as a car. The car analogy doesn't really work. You put good fuel in, you go faster, yeah, but your car is still a crappy car. You've got to think of it in a different way. I think the better way to imagine the body and how all this works is more like a casino. Or, you know, in Las Vegas where you've got those massive hotels, like what do you call it, the Venetian. So you've got the manager of the Venetian, and that's the bit inside your brain that controls everything. Then you've got the bar, the restaurant, the theatre where Tom Jones is singing, and then you've got the casino, you've got the puggy machines and stuff like that. And people come in, spend their money, some people win, some people lose, money goes in, money goes out. Everything's running as normal. However, if you go on a fast for 24 hours, imagine that's like lots of people have come in and gone, yes, we're winning, yeah, getting lots of money. And the casino's kind of going, oh, right, okay, there you go, all our money's coming out of our pockets, there you go, and it gets a little bit nervous. And then if you suddenly go and have a massive gym session, that's like loads of people kind of going, yes, winning, loads from the casino. So the manager goes, right, hold on a minute, get some money, the casino's run out of money, get some money from the bar, get some money from the restaurant, get some money from the hotel. So that's like your body kind of going, oh, we'll take some energy from the glycogen in your muscle cells, the glycogen in your fat cells, the glycogen in your liver, start taking all that out. Oh, brilliant, okay, so we've still got enough money to pay all these guys. And then after the gym session, you eat, and then that's money coming back in, you're like, oh, back to normal again. But see, when you've done that, what's happened is that the casino bit has kind of gone, oh my god, we didn't have enough money there. We need to increase our pocket money. We need to increase our buckets of money we have underneath the blackjack table, underneath the roulette table. And that is effectively saying to your glycogen stores, your energy stores, get bigger. So although whenever you're doing a fast and all that money's going, you do a massive exercise session, it's like, oh, you might be absolutely shattered. What it massively trains your body to do is say, hold on, let's start storing a lot more of that stuff. Let's start putting all that stuff into our muscles. And effectively makes you have bigger muscles or stronger muscles, or whenever you are fully fed, much better endurance. Certainly that's what I'm finding so far. I'll try and think of some better analogies in the future, but that's how I'm thinking about it at the moment, and I totally get it.